SHMACKEMAGOB, everybody. Hey, another donated video from Mr. Greg Symanski. Now, Greg Symanski has asked me to do a lot of ranking videos. And from all those ranking videos, he's got like a list of the winners of past ranking videos. And asked me to now rank the winners of all the past ranking videos. So you know this is going to be extremely painful because these are bands that I put as #1 on past videos. So here we go. I have no hair, and yet I feel like I have a hair here. Probably one of my mustache hairs going up on my nostril. Alright, so the bands that won in past rankings are Armored Saint, Judas Priest, ACDC, Boston, Led Zeppelin, Motorhead, and the Scorpion. Oh, and Raven. So, alright. This video will be extremely short if I just give you the top 8. So what I thought of, well, yeah, maybe I should talk about something. So I thought, you know what I should do is when I talk about each band, I should talk about how many times I've seen them. So I can prolong the video. Alright, so at number 8, painful doing this. God, I love this band so much. But at the bottom of the list is Raven. But keep in mind, Raven made #1 on a past ranking video. Raven, the very first time I saw Raven was much later. I think it was like 2001. Was the very first time I saw him was at the Sun and Steel Fest up in Tampa, which had a lot of great bands on there, but that was the main band. Who was on there? Obituary, Reunion, Testament, MOD, Body Count. Who else? Man, so many bands. There was a super group with Dennis Stratton and from Judas Priest, Al Atkins. It was like a new wave of British heavy metal thing. So cool. I'm trying to think who else. Oh, Jag Panzer was there. And that's when they had Matthew Broderick on guitar. God, so many. But Raven was the main one I wanted to see. And I did. And it was awesome. Oh, John Oliva from Sabotage was there too. So that was the first time I saw Raven. The second time I saw Raven was... trying to think if there was a time between... Was the time I opened... Well, my band opened for Raven in Pompano Beach. That was the second time. The third time I saw Raven was... They came down to Fort Lauderdale. I saw them there again. The fourth time I saw Raven, I opened for them again in Puerto Rico, which was awesome. And we stayed at the same hotel, and that's when we became very friendly with each other. And then I saw them in Nashville. When I went to Rockapod, they were playing at the same time. I mean, they were playing that night, so that was very convenient. And then the last time I saw Raven was pre-pandemic in 2000. It was probably 2020, like in January or something, because I know the pandemic started in February. It was very close to, that was the last show I saw before this pandemic stuff. But I've seen some shows afterwards. Last night, as I'm recording this, I saw Testament, Exodus, and Death Angel. That was awesome. And it was a pre-cruise show at the Miami Casino, which also had Great White, which was terrible that night. A reunion of Cold Sweat that was really good. And I forget who else, but Raven was awesome. So, I don't know. Did you keep count? I saw them that many times. Alright, at number 7. Oh, one of my favorite bands, but they're all the way down to number 7, which... Armored Saint. And it really is a toss-up between Armored Saint and the next one, but the next one is so classic I couldn't deny it. And Armored Saint, the very first time I saw them was late as well. I never got to see them with Dave Pritchard because they'd never been down in South Florida, and I've been a huge fan since March of the Saint. But the first time they came here was in '91 on the Symbol of Salvation tour, which was awesome. Then the next time I saw them, I flew to San Jose, California. to it was a reunion show. So that was the second time. The third time, trying to think, was there another? Because I'm thinking, man, did I only see them 3 times? Because I seen them open for, I saw them open for Queensryche, and they destroyed Queensryche. Because Queensryche really had a real crappy set list that night. Where I've seen Queensryche before with Todd Latore, where they had a great set list. So Armor Saint was hungry, pissed, and they ruled. So man, I only seen them 3 times. In my brain, I'm thinking, man, I must have seen them more than 3 times. No, I think it was just 3 times. And I'm about to see them again in November, opening for Wasp. I'm driving all the way to Orlando. No, is it Orlando? Yeah, Orlando to see them with Wasp. Well, actually, I'm going with my great friend, Charlie Hill. Love you, Charlie. So yeah, it'll be 4 times in a couple weeks. Man, I'm trying to think, man. Wasn't there another time I saw Armored Saint? In my mind, I'm thinking I'm missing one. Alright, so the one I couldn't put them above was Boston. Boston is just so classic. And I put Boston at number 6. And Boston, I've only seen 1 time. And I think it was back in 2009 or 8. Unfortunately, not with Brad Delp, but it was an awesome show. They had the guy that they found on YouTube. He worked at Home Depot prior, and that guy can sing. That was awesome. So I only seen Boston 1 time. Scorpions at number 5. Scorpions I saw way back in 1980 for the first time, opening for Pat Travers and Ted Nugent headlined. Then the next time I saw them was Love at First Sting tour. Then I saw them on the Monsters of Rock, the Vangina and Metallica thing. After that, I saw them open and destroy Motley Crue. That's when Motley Crue, Tommy Lee left, and they had Randy Castillo. 4. 5 was the Farewell Tour in 2010, and I just saw them like 2 weeks ago. So what's that, 6? I don't know. See, I lost count already. Keeping count out there? Alright, that's number 5. Number 4, the mighty Motorhead. Oh man, do I love Motorhead. And here's the interesting thing I've said a million times, and I love saying this because I'm very proud of the fact that I saw the very first Motorhead show in America at the Miami Baseball Stadium. Heart, Blue Oyster Cult, Firefall, and Motorhead. That was the very first show in the United States. When I met Lemmy, I said, Lemmy, I saw your first show in the States, opening for, you know, and he remembered the show, but he said, no, I've been here with Hawkwind before that. And I'm like, grr. So that was the first time I saw Motorhead. I didn't see Motorhead till way later. The next time they came down here was opening for Slayer. It was Slayer, Motorhead, and Overkill. Though, during the Another Perfect Day tour, they were supposed to play this club called Flint's, and I still have the flyer somewhere. Ended up being canceled. I saw Girls' School a little later at that. It was a little tiny bar here on 71st Street, and y'all know Andrew Cunanan, the guy that killed Versace. Well, Flynn's was at the bottom of a hotel, and I stayed. I lived in that hotel. That was when I first moved out of my parents' house. I stayed at that hotel, and turns out, fast forward, you know, many years later, when this guy that killed Versace not only lived in the same hotel, in the same room I lived in. How weird is that? I'm wearing a hat because look at this crazy hair. All right, so but then, you know, Motorhead. Then I saw them. I don't have. It's not going to be in order, but I saw them at Ozfest, and they destroyed every band. They headlined the second stage, and they destroyed every band that night. Then I saw them with Black Sabbath. It was Black Sabbath, Motorhead, and Morbid Angel. Then I saw them on the Motorboat 2 times. I saw them headline the Button South with Metal Church and Dangerous Toys. And is that all? Because I know there's one more. I think that's it, yeah. And then the last time I saw him, so I saw him a total 8 times, was the very last show in America at the Pompano Beach Amphitheater. From there they did a European tour, and then Lemmy passed away after that. So I saw the very first Motorhead show in America and the very last Motorhead show in America. Which is awesome, right? Alright, we're down to the last 3. Oh, this next band I've seen a bunch of times. Now, I would actually put them lower, and I love Brian Johnson. Don't get it twisted. Let's cut the deck. I love Brian Johnson, but I'm judging ACDC with Bond. That's why they're all the way up here. Because if you know, I would put them a little lower, man. I'd put Scorps, Boston, ooh, maybe even Armored Saint over it. Alright, here's how many times I've seen ACDC. A lot of times. But, unfortunately, I never seen them with Bond. Back in Black Tour, played West Palm Beach. My parents wouldn't let me go. So my first time was For Those About to Rock Tour. Then was Flick of the Switch was the best time I saw them with Brian Johnson. Then Fly on the Wall. 2 times, by the way. Oh, yeah, I got it. 2 times. One time at the LA Forum and the other time at the Hollywood Sportatorium. Both times Yngwie Malmsteen Open. 5. By the way, Fastway opened the Flick of the Switch tour. I don't remember who opened For Those About to Rock. 5 was Blow Up Your Video. I don't remember who opened that show. 6, Thunderstruck. I think it was King's X? No, I don't think it was King's X. I don't remember. I think I did see King's X with them though once. 7, Ball Breaker. Don't remember who opened that one either. 8 was Stiff Upper Lip. 9 times so far. I saw them Black Ice. And the 10th, which that's how many times I've seen them, 10th time, was the best time I ever saw them, and it was with Axl Rose. Because the set list was a lot of Bond, and had great deep cuts during the Brian stuff. And Axl, man, love him or hate him, I love him. And I thought he was just flat out amazing. Nailed it. So I've seen ACDC 10 times. Alright. At number 2. Ooh, this is tough. Between Zeppelin and Priest. Number 2 is Judas Priest. And oh boy, I've seen them a bunch of times too, man. Let's do the countdown on this one. Let's see who I've seen the most. So far, I think ACDC being 10 of them would be the most. By the way, the Who Made Who tour did not come down here, or else I would have seen that too. Judas Priest, first time I saw them was Screaming for Vengeance. And Uriah Heep opened. Defenders of the Faith, Kick-Axe opened. Turbo, Dokken opened. Ram It Down, Cinderella opened. Painkiller, that was Megadeth and Testament. Jugulator, I don't remember who opened that. It was a club. Might have been a local band. Demolition, Anthrax opened, and it was on a Super Bowl Sunday. Angel Retribution, Queensryche opened. I remember that now. What after that? They didn't come for Nostradamus. The British Steel anniversary. That's 9. 10. What's that album? Damn it. The album after that one. Here it is, written on the screen. That tour. Alright, so I saw them the most because the next time I saw them was Firepower. Oh wait, Firepower up in Jacksonville with Deep Purple, and then I saw Firepower again down here with Uriah Heep. So Judas Priest is the one I've seen the most. Total of 12 times. So number 1 is Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin I saw never. And I'll tell you, man, I came pretty close to seeing Led Zeppelin because my parents took me to Germany to visit my brother who was in the army. And I'll never forget, man, they had down the street they had a bunch of concert posters. And one was Led Zeppelin was playing, I think it was Munich, 2 weeks after I left. If I just would have been there 2 weeks later, I could have seen Led Zeppelin because my brother took me to see the Ramones, Talking Heads, and Boomtown Rats on New Year's Eve, 79 going into 80. Though I did see Page and Plant, and that was amazing. They opened with the Wanton song, and God, what a great show that was. That was an amazing show. And I also saw, I never seen Plant or Page solo. I was at the Firm concert, but I didn't go in. It was sold out, and I hung out in the parking lot. But when I went to go see Peter Frampton, he played the Cameo Theater in Miami Beach. Holds about maybe roughly 500 people. During the encore, Jimmy Page came out with a double neck guitar. And I think they did Natural Born Woman and Humble Pie. I know they did a Humble Pie song. Might have been that one. Because at the time, Jimmy Page lived down here. And my friend met him. He said he was really nice. And he showed me the autograph. Jimmy Page signs his name like downward, like Jimmy. Anyway, so I've seen them 0 times. But there you go, Greg Symanski. Roundup, number 1, Zeppelin. Number 2, Priest. Number 3, ACDC with Bond. Motorhead, number 4. Number 5, Scorpions. Number 6, Boston. Number 7, Armored Saint. And number 8, Raven. All bands are really number 1 to me. They all rule. Love them all. So Greg Symanski, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. And I hope I made this video worthwhile by adding my little concert times. I haven't seen them. Because me just like rattling off 8 would have been a quick video. It would have been done 10 minutes ago. So thank you for the donation. And if you'd like to donate out there, please, I have a PayPal in the description below. Feel free to do so if you like. But please, subscribe to my channel and ring that little notification bell. Right on, everybody. Stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. Look at this. SHMACKEMAGOB. All right, I'll do it. Bang, bang, pizza skulls.